What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new vlog at 11 a.m. It's my day off today, so I definitely slept in. I don't have much to do today. We just cleaned around the house, got some things done. I'm gonna have my first meal right now because we're gonna go to the gym in about an hour with my supplements. What I take every morning is 2 fish oil, some fiber, and then some magnesium. I usually take my creatine with it, but I don't have any right now. I should get that. That should be here tomorrow or today. And my first meal is going to be 50 grams of oats with 32 grams of peanut butter, and then I know it sounds weird, but I put Greek yogurt in there just because it's not as dry, just 1 serving. And I like what it tastes. It kind of tastes like a parfait to me, but some people might disagree because whenever Brianna looks at it, she doesn't look like she'd eat it. Huh, babe? No? And then Brianna's having this, what is that? Bagel, avocado, tomato, and the feta cheese, and then a smoothie.
No.
How's the breakfast? Good?
It's good.
Sweet. But anyways, as you guys saw, I know exactly how much I put in there because I'm tracking my food. And that's what the video's gonna be about today. And I thought about this the other day because my sister actually told me about it. I'm helping clients for free right now, you know, and they always ask me, you know, how, obviously I help them. On like I do a phone call with them the day before they start, and I explain to them how to track the food, how to use MyFitnessPal, and all that. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't think I've ever made a video on it, you know, and I feel like I can not only use this video to put on my channel, but later on with the future clients, I can show them this video, how to track your food, how to use MyFitnessPal, what MyFitnessPal is, and everything. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions on how to track and everything like that, so I think this will be very informative. So go ahead and subscribe now so you have to do it later, because it's gonna be a really good video today. I'm gonna wait to do that in a different video just because I want to be able to get my whiteboard out and explain to you guys how you can give yourself some macros and how much protein you should have, how much fat and carbs, just because I don't want to make the video super long. And the only thing I want to do right now is show you guys how to track it on MyFitnessPal. Let's say you already have an idea of what macros you want to have, but you don't know how to track it. That's what I want to do right now. I want to show you guys how to track it, how to track all your food, your freaking your water, everything. I want to show you guys how to track that. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm gonna put one out there for sure. There's a lot of good ones online, but I want to do one that's a little bit more easier to explain to you guys, and so hard to understand if you're not sure what macros are and everything like that. But all right, so that's enough. I know it's a long intro, but I had a lot to say. My very first meal, I'm gonna show you guys how I tracked it, the amount, and why I tracked it, right? And then every single meal I'm gonna have a macro calculator right here in the corner. That's to show you guys the macro per each meal. I'm gonna see how many servings I want to have of oatmeal, okay? So for 1 serving is 40 grams dry. A serving and a half would be 60 grams. 2 servings would be 80 grams, right? And all I did, I'm just gonna do 40 grams, right? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab your oats. You're gonna put them in here. You're gonna keep going until this says 40 grams. All right, boom. That's it, right? And then the easier way on your phone, you can actually use your phone to scan the barcode and just put that you have 40 grams. There you go. You tracked, that's your oatmeal, right? That's the amount you're gonna have. You track that, okay? All right, the next thing is your peanut butter. This is a little bit more, this is gonna be a little different than what we did. Because what we did with this one, we poured it out of the container into the bowl, right? But with this one's gonna be a little different. So you already have your oatmeal in here, right? You tracked it, 40 grams of oatmeal here. Or 1 serving of the old-fashioned oats. With peanut butter or anything that you ever use out of a jar, the easiest thing to do is put it on the scale and then zero it out. So once you zero it out and you're taking stuff out of this number on here will give you the amount that you took out. 1 serving of peanut butter is what I use, which is 32 grams, right? So what you're gonna do, right now you look, it is at 0, okay? So you're gonna keep taking peanut butter out until this says 32 grams, okay? And then that'll be the amount that you have for your peanut butter, right? So I don't wanna make that super confusing, I don't wanna make that super repetitive. That's the easiest way to do it out of a jar, because if you put it on there and you zero it out, it'll just tell you how much you took out, and you want to take out 2 servings, 1 serving, boom, take it out, okay? So far we have our old-fashioned oats and we have our peanut butter, right? And then I also added Greek yogurt. Same thing, right? Put it on here, zero it out. This is your bowl. It has your oats already in it. Let's say it already has your oats in it. You tracked it. It already has your peanut butter in it. You tracked it. Boom. So then you have your Greek yogurt. Open the jar up, take it out, and 1 serving is going to be 170 grams, I think. Let me see here. Yep. 1 serving is going to be 170 grams. So you're going to take that out. So you take out 170 grams, and there you go. So For your morning breakfast, let's say you had the exact same thing that I'm eating. Your morning breakfast, you had 1 serving of Greek yogurt, 1 serving of peanut butter, and 1 serving of old-fashioned oats. And all you gotta do is scan the barcodes on the back. You know, most likely, I can honestly say like 90% of everything that you scan is gonna be on MyFitnessPal, and I honestly believe that. If you can't find it, or for some reason it's a certain brand, look at the macros on the back, read the label, and let's say like you got a different type of Greek yogurt, and just look for one that's similar. Obviously it might not be the same. And find a Greek yogurt that's somewhat similar to the macros that you have. Don't make it like extremely different, but you know, the macros should be somewhat the same. And as long as you're like within 5 grams of like your carbs, or within like 1 or 2 of your protein, or like 1 or 2 of your fat, you should be all right, you know, for the most part. But unless you're like competing on getting ready for a show or something like that, you need super precise, then no, you're gonna need to do the math and figure out how much you actually had, you know what I mean? But if you're someone that's just trying to lose some weight and stuff like that, and just trying to do ranges, that's not gonna matter. Now we are going to track everything into MyFitnessPal. So I don't ever pay attention to the calories up there, just because, I mean, what MyFitnessPal does, it rounds everything up, so your calories are gonna be off. All I pay attention to is my macros. Your little bar tab down here, you have your home, your diary, your progress, and more. On your home page, there's really nothing much. I mean, there's like tips and stuff that you can follow. I never really pay attention to that. What I do is I go to diary, and it's broken into breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, exercise, and water. You can even track your water if you want. But what we're gonna do first, we're gonna track our breakfast, right, which is what we had for our first meal. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to add food, and then up here it says search for food. Okay, you have that option to type everything in. Or what I like to do is when I go to add food here, is I click this little barcode scanner right here. So we're gonna track our oats first, and what all you have to do, it's ready to scan the barcode. Go over it. Scanning. There it is, right there. Old-fashioned oats, 1 serving, which is 40 grams, is which what we had. And you can always change the number of servings, right? You can go down to here, change the number of servings to 2. The serving size to half a serving, or whatever you want to do. You just put the amount of servings that you had. Or if you go to serving size, you can change it to grams. So let's say that you had only 25 grams of oatmeal, sorry. Just click 1 gram, so you can have it individually, and then go to 25 grams and just type in 25, and that'll give you your macros for 25 grams. But since we actually had 1 serving, sorry, let me fix this here. So we had 1 serving, right? So that's it. So that's our oatmeal. We just tracked our macros for our oatmeal. There you go. You just learned how to track oatmeal. Super, super easy. All you gotta remember is weigh out your food. That's the most important thing, is weigh out how much you're actually having, regardless of what it is. And then get your barcode ready, scan the barcode, boom, there you go, right? Same thing for the peanut butter. Get your barcode ready, scan it, look how fast it's scanned, boom, 32 grams, exactly what I had, don't have to change anything. That's literally all it takes to track your food. And when people are like, oh, like it's just so much effort and stuff like that, no. Buy yourself a $10 scale, this is like 10 bucks at Walmart, put your food on it, take your food out into a bowl, and just weigh how much it is. Explaining it to you guys, so it took me a little longer, but that honestly takes me like 2 minutes to do every morning. And obviously my breakfast changes, but like that little meal right there doesn't take that long to track your food, right? So that's how I track my breakfast, right? Just scan everything. And I usually literally scan everything that I ever have, right? Besides like meat and stuff like that, but I'll get into that later. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to see what our total macros are so far. Down at your little taskbar here, where it has like home, let it focus. What you're gonna do is go to more. Damn, I need to cut my nails. Don't look at my nails. You're gonna have all these things here, my profile, my plans, workout goals, everything like that. But what I want you to do, go to nutrition here, and it's gonna bring you up to this right here. And then it has your calories, your nutrients, and then it has your macros. Right here, don't pay attention to all this stuff like that, because MyFitnessPal won't let you have specific macros in there. What you need to pay attention to is right here. So far for the day, I've had 45 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fat, and 26 grams of protein. I'm gonna show you guys how to get there one more time. Alright, you're at your diary, you put in everything, you're like, alright, now I need to see how much that is. Go to your more tab, Go to nutrition. Oh, wrong one. I can't do it through the phone. Boom. 45 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fat, 26 grams of protein. So that's where we're at for the day, right? And the way I think about tracking macros is like a bank account. You have like, for example, right now, I have a 50 grams of carbs to use today. As soon as I use that, I'm done. I'm done for the day. But my goal is to use 150 grams up for the day. I don't want to leave any left, or I don't want to use too much of it because I don't have that much, you know what I mean? If I have 150 grams of carbs to use, then use them. The exact amount, 150 grams. It's super, super simple, guys, but this is what I'm at for the day, right? My carbs, my fats, and my proteins, that's what I'm at for the day. But with my first meal, I always have my supplements. I don't necessarily track them. I don't really feel like you need to. The fish oil will have like 1.5 grams of fat. But I've never tracked them, so I'm not gonna track them, you know. And if you're someone that has never tracked, like let's say like you never track your spinach or your vegetables, but then you start tracking, it's gonna mess up your macros a little bit. So just stay consistent for what you're doing. The best way to do it is learn how to track everything, and little by little know what not to track. Like spinach and like lettuce and like tomatoes, stuff like that. I don't track them just because they're so low in calories. They're like free food, so I don't really track any of those. But like onions and like mushrooms, stuff like that, like 100 grams, like 10 grams of carbs. So you probably would track something like that. But like anything super small in calories, you don't really need to necessarily track them. Like your little supplements like that, yeah, don't track them. But like your protein, track it. Your pre-workout, you don't really need to track it. Stuff like that, I don't track just because I've never tracked them before. But it's up to you if you want to track them or not. I don't feel like there's a need to. If it's food, then I'm gonna track it. That's the way I think about it. But the main thing was, I was just showing you guys how to actually track it on there. That barcode thing is honestly the best thing that you can use. It makes everything super, super simple. There might be times that you will have to do some math. Like I said, you have a quarter of a serving, then you have to do some math. Or you can just change the amount of servings or how you want to track the amount of servings. MyFitnessPal is super, super good. There's other apps out there, but I've always used my MyFitnessPal app just because it's super easy to use. And if you're someone that's new to tracking macros, I would definitely recommend it. But alright, I've been talking a lot. I'm gonna drink some water, eat my meal, take some pre-workout, and then go hit a shoulder and arm workout today. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my meal real quick. We're gonna go work out. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna show you guys my second, third, and fourth meal throughout the day. So sit back and relax and enjoy the vlog, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so we ended up not going to the gym right away. It was like an hour later. We ended up going to Walmart getting a few things, but since that meal was quite a bit away, I was gonna wait to have this meal later on, but I need to have something. I'll have a small like pre-workout meal, and what it's going to be, I've been having a lot of this Greek yogurt just because the macros on it are really, really good and I like it. It's like sweet, and then whenever I'm dieting I get really bad cravings, especially with sweet things. So that's where this comes in right here. Dark chocolate chips. These are sugar free, so there's a little bit less carbs in them. There's 4.5 fat per serving, but I have quite a bit of fats left, so I can go ahead and use these. And then 9 grams of carbs. And I'm going to eat that before I go to the gym. I already feel kind of dead. I don't know why. These freaking carb things. We'll see how it goes though. I'm ready to push myself. Like I said, like I want to see what happens. I want to be able to see what this carb cycling is about and see what it does to myself. But I'm gonna show you guys how I weigh this real quick. What I like to do, especially whenever I'm sprinkling or I'm adding something like into a bowl like this, it could be cheese or anything like that. I like to put the cheese first, or like for example these, I'm gonna put these first, the chocolate chips. Just because like when you have the yogurt in there, sometimes the scale doesn't catch when you put the chocolate chips and stuff in there. So I'm gonna put these first. So I'm gonna have, where's it at? 1 teaspoon, which is 15 grams of chocolate chips. Dark chocolate, sugar free. Like I said, scan it. 1 teaspoon, 1 serving, accept it. I plan, as soon as I wake up in the morning, I have my first meal. I plan the rest of my day just because I hate coming home thinking about, well, what am I gonna have, this and that. I look in the fridge, I look at what I have, I take out the meat I need. That reminds me, I need to take out some beef. I plan out the rest of my day just so I don't have to worry about so much about what I'm gonna eat, and it's already a hassle trying to track everything. So I just track everything, I know exactly what I'm gonna eat, look at the macros, and that's what I'm gonna have. 4, 15, 22, that'll work. So there you go. And then for my MyFitnessPal, your Greek yogurt is going to be the exact same, so you can go ahead and just scan it. And your serving was the same. And your almonds is there. Do you see how it says 0.3 ounces of 28 grams. I'm using 0.3 of the 28 grams, which is serving, and then 1 tablespoon of the dark chocolate baking chips. So I'm gonna have that right now. I'm gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna go to the gym in like 40 minutes. And like I said, I'm probably not gonna record it or anything. Like I said, there's my little pre-workout meal. It's not very much, but I'm gonna enjoy it. It's sweet. And I'll see you guys after the gym for my post-workout meal. Alright guys, we just got back from the gym. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm pretty dead. And I'm a little cranky, right babe?
Yes.
I mean, it's not like you're cranky, but I mean, this is, when you're on low carbs like this, like that, you just feel super drained and you get annoyed really, really fast. But I mean, like I said, doesn't mean I'm being an asshole or anything like that. I'm just super quiet.
And I just like to annoy him. I like to annoy you.
And then she just messes with me when I'm like this. I just don't say anything. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna eat. But after eating, I feel alright. But honestly, I don't feel too bad. I'm just, I had a really good shoulder and arm workout. It was super shoulder based, so it was a lot of pressing. But I think that's why it kind of took a lot out of me today. But in the next meal, we're gonna be having our burrito bowls, and they're super macro friendly. I'm gonna show you guys how I track it and everything like that. So I'm gonna be using 96.4 ground beef. And well, you popped up in there, huh?
Yeah.
And then Brianna's gonna be using 93.7, so obviously we use different pans. And then what we use is we use this no salt added black beans just because I want to add my own seasonings to it. And sometimes the ones that come in cans are super salty. I don't like them. And then we use just some white rice, the microwavable one, just because it's easier. And then I load it up with a lot of lettuce to keep me really full. Some tomatoes. What else do we put in it, babe?
We put some.
Well, she's gonna put sour cream in it. I'm not going to.
I put guac.
She puts like guac and stuff like that.
Jalapeno.
And I put jalapenos in it. And I put some bell peppers in it. I'm gonna put some in it this time. And just to keep myself full and get a good amount of food in me. Because after this, what time is it right now, babe? 6?
Yeah, 6.
After this, I probably won't eat till like maybe like 10 again, just to make sure I'm not hungry through the night. Any type of meat or anything like that, whenever you guys weigh it after it's cooked. And the only reason I say that is because it does lose water when you're cooking it. So I always cook everything first, even the beans and everything, and then I weigh it, regardless what it is. Oh no, besides my rice, I actually weigh it before I put it in the microwave. So I'll put 40 grams of dry rice into the microwave, and then I will, that'll be like, I'll track it as 40 grams, but I'll show you guys that as we go. So what I use to season my beef, you can always season it however you want. I really like this kosher salt just because it's a little thicker. And I do some of that. Give me a second here. And I bought this Cajun one, which is honestly really good. I'm just gonna put this just because the flavor is really good and I like it. So you don't really specifically need to track the spices that you use. If you can, if you want, just because in your nutrition side on the bottom tab of MyFitnessPal, it does show you the amount of sodium that you take in. But my sodium intake doesn't change very often, so I don't really pay attention to it. Unless there's days that I have, like if I go out to eat or something like that, then my sodium is gonna be a little higher. Don't worry so much about your sodium, especially if you're like a natural bodybuilder or a natural athlete. You need sodium to get pumps, you need sodiums for hydration, to keep your body hydration levels right. You know, you need it, so don't be scared to season your food. So we're gonna do 30 grams. I have it on MyFitnessPal. So there it is. Scanned it and everything. Click OK. And then we're gonna have 5 ounces of the no salt added beans with 12 ounces of ground beef, which is pretty much the whole pack, but we'll double check there. Whenever I weigh meat or anything like that, I always do ounces just because it's easier. You can always weigh anything out however you want. So like, let's say the beef you want to weigh in grams, go ahead and do it. But just stay consistent the way you're weighing everything. Don't just do ounces one week and then grams the next week. You know, I don't think there would really be a difference as long as you're hitting your macros. But I like to just keep it the same. Ounces for everything I cook, any meat. Two ounces. 11. We're an ounce short. Alrighty, so look, this is a perfect example. So I only ended up with 10.7 ounces of ground beef, right? And I tracked already 12 ounces. So all you gotta do, go back in there and change it to 10.7. And then I am having some egg whites later. I'm just gonna drink them. And all I gotta do to make sure I hit my protein macro goal, add a little bit more egg whites, and that's where I'm at, you know. The main reason I was getting this much ground beef is to get a good amount of protein in me, but I can always add more protein, pure protein, by just adding a little bit of egg whites, or later on I could have like half a scoop of Legion protein if I wanted to. It's just about adjusting. And then the good thing about this is that it was less than what I really needed. I hate when I cook ground beef sometimes, or ground turkey, and there was like 2 little pieces left, and I'm like, dude, am I really gonna care that much? Not really. But there's times that I don't use it, and I'll just leave it there. I'll just end up throwing it away or using it another day. But for the most part, I just put it in the container, and then just kind of adds up over the days. The final product, big old bowl, super macro friendly. So this is fat-free cheese. It's like 1/8 of a serving, so like I'm not gonna count that really. That kind of makes up for the ground beef, so the egg whites can stay the same later. Some chili peppers here. There's like nothing in that. The amount of serving of this is way more. Some tomatoes, and then lettuce, which is nothing in there. So the biggest thing I was going to show you guys right now is whenever you guys are cooking anything, make sure you guys track it and weigh it after you guys cook it, just because it's more accurately that way. But I'm going to enjoy this, hang out for a little bit, shower, and I will show you guys my last meal, and then kind of talk to you guys after that. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, do it right now so you guys don't have to do it later like I said. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the vlog so far. Alright guys, don't mind my hair. I was gaming for a little bit, it's all flat. But the last meal, I'm gonna have 6 ounces of steak. I weighed out like 6.5 ounces raw, so I mean, pretty sure it's gonna be pretty accurate. 35 grams of white rice, and I already weighed that out like I did earlier. Weighed it out dried, and then I put it in the microwave, warmed it up and everything, cooked it. Pretty much it for my day, guys. My total for the day should be 150 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat, and 225 grams of protein. That protein is super high right now because I know my carbs are super low. I am carb cycling right now. Like I said earlier, I'm just trying to try it out, see how it works for my body. And so far I feel pretty good. I feel kind of drained and stuff like that, but that's gonna happen when you're so low on calories. Like I said, I hope you guys got something out of that. I tried to explain it the best I could, and I try to make it I try to explain it the easiest way possible without you know, putting a bunch of stuff on the screen and stuff. I literally pulled out my phone and explained it to you guys how to do it. And the next thing is just figuring out how to get some macros, or how to calculate your macros. I do have a video on my channel, I'll put it in the link below, how to find macros an easier way, but I want to go more in detail. So if you guys want to have an idea, go ahead and check out that link down below. The super greatest video when it comes into how many macros to get, or what macros to look for yourself, but it will give you an idea for sure. Science-based stuff and everything behind it, super cool, and it's super good, and it's super good, and I really loved it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are subscribed by now. Hoping to have this video up pretty soon, and I'm ready to vlog some stuff when we go to Denver. I have some stuff in mind ready to show you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.